All right, so as the wild card games concluded, we are now in the division series for the American League and National League. Obviously, we have 2 series per league. So yeah, let's get into the game ones. So, obviously games are happening at different times, but I'm going to talk about all 4 of the game ones that happened. Let's talk about American League first. We have the White Sox and Astros. Now, if you guys saw my video I did with Chiefs, Rays, Bolts, I do have the Astros as my predicted winner for the series, and they did win pretty soundly in game 1, 6-1. Offense was pretty lackluster in terms of bringing in runs for Chicago. Astros had great offensive production in the 2nd through 5th inning, which was really all they needed to get those 6 runs. But yeah, let's get into how they actually got that. Lance Lynn versus Lance McCullers was the matchup. But yeah, Jake Myers got an RBI single. That's his first career postseason hit. That was in the bottom of the 2nd. RBI, 1-0 Houston. 2-0 after Bregman got an RBI fielder's choice. 2-0. 3-0 after Yordan Alvarez RBI double in the 3rd inning, so it's 3-0. And 5-0 after Michael Brantley's 2-run single. And then finally they got their final run off a Yordan Alvarez solo homer, which kind of just made it further out of reach for the White Sox. 6-0. And that pretty much did it. The only run that came for Chicago was a Jose Abreu RBI single. Obviously, he's a great veteran for them. But yeah, that was it. 6-1 final. Astros get the game 1 victory. And yeah. Now, another game 1 was Tampa Bay versus the Red Sox. Tampa Bay is obviously the best team in the American League and one of the best teams in all of baseball. Red Sox coming off that wild card win against New York. They got shut out to Tampa. And pretty good game for Tampa Bay. I mean, good pitching, obviously, getting the shutout. Yeah, that was good to see. They had Shane McClanahan and Eduardo Rodriguez was on the mound for Boston. Wander Franco got an RBI double. Obviously, he's a rookie, so, it's pretty nice for him to get that postseason hit and RBI. 1-0 Tampa Bay. Franco is actually the youngest player at 20 years and 220 days to record in a postseason RBI since Bryce Harper back in 2012. So pretty, big accomplishment for Franco. Very good player. Yandy Diaz made it 2-0 Tampa Bay with an RBI single. So that made it, 2-0. Good infield single for him, beating it out. And that made it 2-0. Then 3-0 after Nelson Cruz got a solo homer. Quirky home run. It was hit off the roof of the Tropicana field. So technically it didn't leave the stands, but it was a crushed ball, and they ruled it a homer. Just a quirk of playing in a stadium like that. But yeah, 3-0, good hit for Cruz, regardless of it being, a very strange hit. Randy Arozarena got a solo homer. Obviously, he's a postseason monster. We saw that last year. 4-0 at that point, Tampa Bay Rays. And yeah, he's very good. And yeah, Arozarena stole home also. I mean, this guy's crazy. You don't see that much, stealing home in general, but in the playoffs like this, very, very intense and good stolen base. 5-0 Tampa Bay. And then Christian Arroyo. He actually made a pretty good catch for Boston. But yeah, Tampa ended up winning. So 5-0 final. And they take a 1-0 lead. We head to the National League side. Milwaukee and Atlanta. Obviously, Milwaukee is, very good team. However, this game wasn't very good for either team offensively. Milwaukee did edge out the win with a 2-1 victory. So yeah, they do take that 1-0 lead. Corbin Burns was on the mound for the Brewers. He's obviously, coming off a really good season. Charlie Morton, who's also coming off a really good season, was on the mound for the Atlanta Braves. Both have, over 10 wins. Morton has 14 wins, right? So very good pitching. But that's kind of how this game went. The top of the first, we had a very good defense, a good double play. Milwaukee made it 2-0 with a Rowdy Tellez 2-run homer off Martins, and that was in the bottom of the 7th. So, at this point, obviously, we have great pitching, and that's really the first point where these teams are kind of going at it with offense. Jock Peterson, obviously, who was acquired midseason, got a solo homer for Atlanta. So that, cut their lead in half, 2-1. But luckily for Milwaukee, they were able to just, hold them off and get the victory. So they got the 2-1 victory. They take a 1-0 lead. Now, the most highly anticipated matchup was the Giants and the Dodgers, and they played each other in SF. I was actually a couple miles away. I spent the day in SF. I was a couple miles away, so it was kind of cool to see. Maybe I'll go to one. We'll see what happens. But anyways, the Giants take a 1-0 series lead with a 4-0 victory. they made pretty much a joke out of the Dodgers. Dodgers had no offense in this game, and pitching was pretty lackluster for them. Good pitching matchup. You have Logan Webb, who, had 11 wins this year. Walker Buehler, 16 wins. Great pitcher. Sub-3 ERA. I mean, that's very good. Buster Posey hit a opposite field home run into the water in San Francisco. I mean, that was crazy. 2-0 Giants. And, it's cool to see a local team do that, right? I guess. Have, a moment like that. Buster Posey, good player. Respect him. 2-0 Giants. They also had some really good defense, a great double play. Chris Bryant got a solo homer, obviously a midseason acquisition for the Giants. Hit into the left field bleachers, 3-0. And that was pretty good. Then it was 4-0 after Brandon Crawford's solo homer. So pretty much all the Giants' offense production came off homers, which, they like to see that, a lot of power. And the Giants took game one as they basically shut out the Dodgers. That's basically all that happened. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for game ones. Let me know your thoughts. Just trying to see which teams are going to make it, through. It's fairly interesting so far. So, anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys later. And, peace out.